Hey guys,
Hi.
on this week's episode of Enley's a little guy.
You fucking my fault.
No, it's
Yeah,
alright. I still
concept-
haven't changed the thing, so half the people that join are gonna be like, oh, 30 minutes early, huh?
Well, see, the funniest thing is, yeah, like, we started doing this shit, fucking, we started saying, yeah, we'll do it an hour early. I do not think that we have been
on time since.
No.
On time once.
No, we have not. But that's okay.
Hey, I see the name of this fucking stream. He's not irrelevant. Don't be mean to him.
It's not irrelevant. It's irreverent.
Oh, I can't read. I'm fucking tired. I should have took a nap.
Can't read.
I'm a math gay, not an English gay.
Raph is our homie.
Imagine being gay and doing math.
Now, can I mention also the funniest part about Raph being his name?
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to say Wrath.
That's
Wrath. It's fucking Wrath now.
Someone said Wrath. I was like, he probably said Wrath.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did say Wrath, and then everyone started saying Wrath, and I'm like, that's what we're going with.
Wrath, as in
Wrath?
IL.
Raph is just so good.
FIL.
I just like, yeah, I would say, I just like Raphael. It's exactly what I thought.
Raphaelangelo.
You are a person to say like, oh, Raphael, but Wrath for short. I feel.
Fuck you for being so accurate.
While we are loading in, would somebody like to give me a recap of last session?
I sure would. Oh, there was no arguments there. Okay, yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, so last time last time on D&D, we found ourselves into a situation, this particular situation being that we knew that there were a bunch of people being trapped in a fucking town called, like, Lipton Iced Tea or something, that we were, sort of being held hostage by these cultists, but also being taken at their own whims by said cultists. Stop fucking rolling, it's all I could hear. If you want to roll a lot of dice, roll it like a real person, and roll 1,000 D100.
What does this button do?
Anyway, oh, it's positive. Yeah. So then, moving on from that, relatively, during the process of beginning our sort of rescue schemes, we found ourselves by like a small little neighborhood that was sort of being entangled, and we did our best to help them as best as we could, starting with some plans that did not work as intended. But in the long run, worked. I mean, Lizzie did get blasted in the face and go down in a single shot.
True.
But,
Enley had some fucking, like, cold-ass fucking murder moments.
Yeah. Took out these three sort of evil fucking cultists, but we noticed that one of them was a cultist that was a little different than the other ones. Through putting that together, we have identified that there is another dragon on the playing field, named like the Condiment King or something. The Collaborator. What does he collaborate on?
Condiment King. That's a villain from Word Girl. Isn't it?
No, that's a villain. That's a villain from DC.
Yeah, that's a real Batman villain.
Then who's the guy from Word Girl that uses mustard and this evil sandwich making guy? Never mind.
Moving on from that, we discovered another dragon in this weird plot named the Collaborator. What's he collaborating on? We don't know, but hide your Google Sheets. Anyways.
I don't think his name is the Collaborator.
it's absolutely not. I'm very
The cultist pointed at the guy and said, "Collaborator, you dumb fuck."
Yeah, and we have another guy named Secret Keeper. This does not feel like a bad dragon name.
You know what? Fair enough.
Right.
He is Tarvek, the Secret Keeper, so I'll give you that one.
Is Tarvek the Secret Keeper? I imagine we were gonna get, like, Rustafar the Collaborator.
Rustafar the Collaborator is a good dragon name. That is true.
Rastafarian the Collaborator.
Rastafarian.
That's a real thing. I don't think you
Pasta maker, the
He's got dreads.
Papa's freezeria,
Anyways,
the Penguin Pizzeria.
so after we got some people out, then ensued the funnier part of the plan, where instead of Dust make it dragging us a what? Instead of making us, go through 70 more encounters that are the exact same encounter, just copy pasted. Dust very kindly let us do skill checks and go through, and through that process we rescued 97 out of 100 possible people for us to rescue from the town of Lipton Iced Tea, and we brought them back to the place that we were at, and yeah.
Exactly.
Back
What's
to
it
the
called?
definitely not a tavern.
Yeah. I based it off of what your rolls were out of 20, and I would subtract what you didn't get from the total. All of you rolled over 20 except for one person who I believe got a 17.
Hey, that was me.
Yeah. So you got like everybody basically. There were a
That could've been
few unfortunate
so much worse.
casualties, but there are still some folks at the middle. First of all, take an inspiration. There are still some folks at the center of town, and while I will not be putting you on the map with all the 100 actually, including your normal NPCs.
Give it to me. Give it to
You
me.
all
Give it to me.
are currently in a very crowded tavern. You can see that Kiana... No, not Kiana. This is a different one. Kiana's from a different campaign. You can see that
League of
Kanan...
Legends.
Kanan, the red-garbed wizard from earlier, is walking about, helping people get sort of together or helping other people pack, because there are a few that are leaving, looking for a better place to stay. Isla's here with you all, and the last thing that you had heard was Troll Carl saying, "I have found the location of Raph."
I forgot about this stupid fucking helmet.
I want to show Troll Carl the little medallion piece that I took off that one cultist.
He will, as he kind of like closes his book, he'll look over at you, Nadar, and he'll reach out and he'll gingerly grab the a little medallion or neck piece, and we'll look it over and say, "Very well then. This."
I believe these ones may have something to do with all of the villagers.
Agreed. If it was simply magic they were using, this would be easier to take care of, but I had a feeling there was more intimidation on their side.
Is that guaranteed another dragon thing?
I've seen a few of these before. If I had to guess, yes, it would be. Nothing.
So are we dealing with like 2 dragons, or do we have like a whole council of fuckheads that we have to handle? Like 7?
Sorry, I just thought of
The council of fuckheads.
There's a really funny Scott Pilgrim joke in there somewhere, but I'm not going to make it.
Yep, I was thinking the same.
I was referencing Scott Pilgrim.
The council
He
of
will
vegans.
kind of close his eyes.
These
pondering
fucking
that.
Troll Carl's 7 evil dragon exes.
Oh god.
He will close his eyes for a moment and ponder on that. He'll sigh and shake his head and say, "No, this is not common."
Okay, because like we have like help from Sequillis, like possibly, but that's 1. If that's 7 of them, or 8, or 10, or 30. I'd have to cut my losses here.
There are an incredible amount of dragons within Oakrithel, only a certain number of which actually reside above the surface. From what I hear, there's an entire species of them that resides underground. The number of dragons has always been against us. Why one is helping is interesting to me. This is something
we've seen
I would look into.
3, 4 if you can, Isla. Hi, Isla.
Hi! Yes, well... My major concern is this. Cultists have been here for a very long time. Them overtaking a village is unheard of purely because it would have happened before. Meaning they have something here that's forcing them to act this way. So, I would look into that, and I would be extremely cautious. Which, speaking of which, Raph.
Raph.
He is eastward from the main village and encampment a little ways away. I could not get too close without revealing my position, but there was, how do I put this? Smoke? And a lot of shouting. Yeah.
So he's live.
Sounds about right.
Good for him.
I mean, it's not like he could die, realistically.
Yeah.
Not in a way that matters.
Yeah, Trokarl will nod and say, "No, a Revenant does not die easily. You would have to have great magics to permanently kill such a thing like that. It would come back in a few days if it had properly died."
Yeah, probably hunting whatever actually managed to kill it instead of its former whatever, right?
Indeed.
Hang to die.
Mm.
God, we didn't kill that guy.
Well, we would have had a little bit of a head start at least.
Yeah, but think about it. 3 months from now, we'd be casually chilling. Boom! Here comes Raph. Angry as ever.
I don't think the two of us could have taken him anyway.
No, we probably would have died there.
Yeah, he would have killed us, and then he probably would have killed the other 3.
Picked us apart. But, so I guess what's the game plan? Do we continue what we were doing, or do we go get Raph?
I suppose that's up to you all. The next place to go besides Raph would be the tower at the center or the town hall, though I can't imagine with the amount of people here, he says, looking a little irritated at how cluttered this place suddenly is. There won't be many to save at the center, but it wouldn't hurt. That being said, Raph is a valuable asset, and if you leave to go get him, it might be helpful.
Well, I've got a question. Would you be able to teleport us into the, that tower in Town Hall or whatever?
He'll blink.
Oh yeah, You mean the tower that's like in the center of town?
Yeah, the one where,
the town full of cultists, and only cultists right now.
They're not expecting us to come from them at all.
You know what? You're right there.
I don't think we're going to ask for personal transportation. I think we can handle it on our own.
But they're going... Okay, but here's the thing, right? They're going to expect us to go
for... can do this one thing for us, actually.
They're going to expect us to go for Raph. Right, no, hold on, guys. That's so rude to our wonderful benefactor and nice guy.
Okay, he was just annoyed that we just saved so many people because it's a little crowded in here.
There's 100 people in this small space.
Yeah,
I'm a little annoyed as well.
He's a wizard. They're allowed to be testy. It's a part of the job process.
Nan is crossing her arms and raising her brow, like.
But it's okay.
Kind of like continue.
Let's run through possible options, right? They're going to expect that we've rescued all these people. They're going to expect us to try to rescue what little we haven't, right? They're also going to try to expect us to go get Raph. They're going to expect us to go there and do that. What they're not expecting is a full-on onslaught from the middle.
I don't think they'd expect us to go get Raph either. They don't know we're associated.
I was about to say they don't even know that he's like a guy. Probably
Yeah,
they're just like, who's this freak?
As far as they're aware, they're just being attacked by a Revenant.
Just need to be aware
Exactly,
that we
which
can.
leaves him as the perfect continued distraction.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that'd be pretty risky in some way.
I mean, we already saved almost everyone.
Any move we make here, Non, is going to be a risky one. We are doing a risky thing. The risk is minimized by cutting them at their source. That creates a war on two fronts. We have Raph over there, who we can go get right after. It's a battle they're not expecting, and that's a battle where they're going to make mistakes.
He will clear his throat after listening to you. Like, once you start commenting on him, he'll kind of like narrow his eyes a little bit, but he's not going to say anything.
Yeah, and considering that Troll Carl not only bips himself off away in any relative moment whenever it feels like, but, you know, the other night he took Nadar. I hope that was him who took Nadar. But he's shown he's able to take other people. They're not going to expect that, even if it takes us a few hours to set it in place, they aren't going to expect us to...
Well, I suppose then my question is, do you want to rest on it? Or do you want to go now?
We probably should rest on it.
Very well.
Up to you guys, though. If you guys want to go in, guns blazing, who might argue? You know what? Get the portal up.
I don't particularly care if we go today or tomorrow or at all.
I think it's best we should rest. We kind of just spent a whole lot of while saving all these people.
Yeah. I'll say this as well with you all. Getting Non in the center of the highest point of town, best strategy we could do. Get her fucking up there, get her shooting.
That is a choice.
That is certainly a choice.
It's like the best choice.
Ooh, something fell over.
If we had the choice to all of us go in with daggers and start stabbing, or 4 of us go in with daggers and start stabbing, and Non is on a cliffside as far up as possible, that's the option I'm taking. She's a very skilled archer. She was fucking hanging upside down in that tree earlier today, fucking shooting that guy from afar. Get her up!
Makes me glad I improved their bow then.
It's very true. Well then,
getting on the back of a dragon that likes a... How long would it take to get Sakrillis?
I'm not wasting our 1 scroll to bring Sakrillis to help us.
You know, if I cast Enlarge on myself, I could probably fly Nan around.
It's genius!
I suppose you could.
Says the man with innate intelligence. Smartest strategy we have is to fucking distract the fuck out of these people, using the one that will come back anyway, and winning. Alright, go to bed, you fucks. Robert says he's holding a dust mop and a rag. He's ready to start cleaning it again.
Troll Carl will look to the rest of you and say, "Do you wish to sleep here, or would you rather be in a place of more solitude?"
Would it fuck with you too hard if we chose solitude?
No, that's why I'm asking.
Solitude sounds pretty cool. Big fan of solitude.
Sure way.
Yeah.
Emily's like, I could sleep, like, under a chair. Like, I don't care.
Very well. And he will snap his fingers, and anybody that wants to come with, will be in what appears to be a small room with no entrances or exits, and 4 beds, or 5 beds, might be.
Man, how do you get one of these, How do you get one of these designed? Robert says, cleaning underneath a bed.
It is, by the way, like, there is a, like, beautiful red velvet carpet. There are nightstands next to each of whichever bed you choose. Beautiful sort of wooden, what are they called? Oh shit, how am I forgetting what they're called? The things at the bottom of walls?
Baseboards?
Yeah, baseboards. There are some wooden
I couldn't remember either.
Along the bottom of the wall, some lamps. This isn't just like a box. This is just a very nice little room to sleep in. It is room temperature.
Baseboards are one of the simplest forms of carpentry to make.
No.
Room temperature, a temperature perfect for a room, which this is. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That we are aware of.
Enly drops the illusion on himself and picks a bed and then just kind of pats the vast expanse of space in front of him and just goes, "Isla, come here." Just up, come on, Isla, up.
Isla will jump onto the bed and it will immediately ruffle the blankets and she'll just start bouncing about a little bit and then she'll do a big yawn.
Enly is being like trampolined by
Oh,
Isla
yeah.
on the bed.
She looks like she's going to do something else and then she sees you jump up a bit and then she just starts jumping on the bed and launching you.
Dear, these aren't our beds. We don't want to break them.
Who cares whose beds these are? This is fun.
She'll look to you. Can both of you roll a persuasion check for me?
Your morality when it comes to beds is something special, as in turn with everything else.
That is so unfortunate. Enly will look at you, Robert, and she'll have like this sort of neutral expression, her lips as pursed as a dragon's lips can be. And she'll slowly turn back to Enly.
Robert's looking at Enly, and obviously there's no facial expressions, but it's a look of how dare you make me the bad parent.
Listen, Enly is not Isla's parent. Enly is Isla's older brother, who's up to no good.
How dare you make me the responsible one?
She'll look back to you, Robert.
Enly flips Robert off with both fingers. Both little fingers. Just
Robert,
jumping on the bed with Isla.
Robert throws his head at Enly.
As you throw the head, Isla will leap into the air and catch it in her mouth like a ball.
Hi, dear.
And then she will jump off the bed and then bring it to you. Do you go to grab it?
Yeah.
She'll take it away and she'll start running around the room.
Dear, this is...
Throws up bolts and screws.
Is it still being done? Okay.
Oh, he's not... He's definitely not supposed to do that. That's not good. There's not a single screw in his entire face.
Just rivets falling out.
You haven't seen him eat them? He eats them for a snack, like almonds. Kind of.
No,
like almonds.
Is that where all my fucking screws went?
Yeah, he's been eating them. I saw.
No.
Madar holds up an empty bag that used to have screws in it. Where the fuck did they go, Robert?
And the entire time while Isla's like fucking running around, the loose armor that is the rest of Robert is chasing her.
Yeah.
with his hands outstretched. It runs into a wall at a point.
Somewhere in Enley's like large, like too big for this form cloak is just another bag of screws. And after a while, Emily just kind of does like a little polite, like a little like clap to get Isla's attention, and just goes, "Isla, dear, drop it."
She'll stop and she'll look at you, Enley, and have like this shit-eating grin on her face while still having this metal helmet in her mouth.
Robert's body is looking down at Isla, arms crossed.
Emily winks at Isla, big style.
And he holds out his hand with like the sort of like outstretched thing. He's like, "I did not want to introduce grounding this early." That is my attempt at intimidation.
No, you don't need to
Are
roll
we all
intimidation.
seeing this?
She will set it in your hand. The helmet.
The entire time Robert is chasing them around, Nadar touches a single one of the stones that he has, and it just starts playing the Benny Hill theme.
Can we all see this, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just gonna lean towards Robert and just be like, rebelling so early. Just walk away.
It's expected in Oh my god, she's like 2 weeks old.
The terrible twos.
Yeah, Emily has just the hugest grin on on their face, which is like such a big change from like a glowing sphere of light from a hood. And they're just hanging out. They're just having a really fun time being a little shit with Isla.
Yeah, you're definitely grounded.
Emily will make sure that neither of them are grounded.
So funny.
Robert has not given his definition of grounding.
Isla will look at you, Robert, and will begin to flap her
You
wings.
anything it means being buried in the ground.
That is exactly what I was imagining.
Emily and Isla can just fly away.
Yeah, no,
They're the two hardest people to ground.
Isla will just begin to flap her wings a little bit, and then hover off the ground, and give another cheeky grin at you.
You know, the next time I go to the mother, I'll ask her for the best thing needed to care for you, and she'll give me wings, and I'll chase you everywhere.
Emily looks conspiratorially over at Isla, just goes, "We can outrun that guy."
She'll nod slowly. And then she will begin to sort of lower to the ground a little bit, and we'll take a big yawn. And we'll kind of just begin to curl up.
Yeah, you had a busy day today.
This is true. I killed people. Yeah.
Good job, Isla. Good job.
I don't really like calling those people.
Not what I thought.
Oh, that's some messy business there.
Interesting. And she'll just kind of curl up into a ball on the ground.
Robert will then, at that moment, realizing what he said, will look down at his own hands and be like, oh, "Fuck, that's gonna bite me in the ass later." He then has the thought of, do I have a biteable ass?
Oh.
You can bite any ass at least once.
That is true. But yeah. If there's anything you wanted to do in this little room, any conversations to have, you can. Otherwise, you will just simply have a long rest in this solitude room.
Oh, I should have clipped that, actually. Oh, man. Sorry, gang.
You can.
No, the moment's passed. You'll have to do it. Have it in writing that I intended to do it, but I forgot.
Do I have to do it?
Because they can't be fucked.
Okay.
No one knows the joys of Robert, the helmet.
What is going on with your character sheet? One moment.
Ow. Oh, my diaphragm.
Oh, that's what's happening. That's really weird.
Oh.
For some reason, Nadar, your token is one of the Grey Priests.
Let's go!
He was an enemy all along.
This is when everyone finds out Nadar is a traitor.
Alright, all fixed up. I was like, why is
Alright.
it showing up like that? That should not be happening.
Me looking through your tokens to see who our enemies they are.
Don't do that.
Wow, combat list.
Guys, Teravek's brother, Baravek, the Decret Deeper.
The Decret
Back
Deeper.
the Beakred Beakber.
But yeah. All of you will have a nice long rest in a comfortable room temperature bed. You will not have any dreams unless you wish to. None of great importance at the very least.
Nadar makes his bed colder.
Hilarious. And
Robert's sitting down throughout the night. He's actually writing a list of attainable goals that he thinks that Isla should have.
He's gone dad mode.
Enli has a nightmare, wakes up, curls up next to Isla, and goes back to sleep.
There's this one part that says "Become the Dragon King," and it's been X'd out.
The dragon.
I love that.
Oh, I think you should keep that one on there, actually. Sounds easy.
And
Walking over your shoulder.
And
Oh,
when,
God.
bless you. You're okay.
Oh.
When you do go back to sleep next to Isla, you do have another dream that is notably and very clearly to Emily, because it's very lucid, better. Like, just an incredibly good dream.
Oh.
When
I love
when everyone wakes up, the list is like one really abnormally long like set of papyrus, like a scroll that just keeps rolling.
You all will wake up to the sound of a foot stepping on paper, and then that foot being lifted up. You will see Trollcaller in the middle of the room will go, "Alright, what?" And we'll look down and we'll see the paper. And we'll look up at Robert and step off of the paper.
Yeah, I think you just erased one of the most important goals, and it just says "eat good."
I don't...
Now it says eat ood.
What even is ood?
It just says Eid.
Eid.
What even is eid, Trollcaller? Define it.
Define Eid.
I'm not...
The whole list is ruined, and he's gonna tear it up.
Oh, alright then.
Throw it into the sky, become the Dragon King, float into the middle of the room.
He will lean down and pick up that shred of paper, and will just kind of chuckle a little bit, and say, "What is this?"
I thought I would make a list of attainable goals for Isla in case she had any goals in life that she wanted to strive for.
I see.
Note the X on that one.
It's actually, believe it or
Enli
not...
has scribbled like 5 check marks next to the X.
he'll
Nadar
look
is
at
still
that.
just passed out on the bed.
He'll look at that and he'll chuckle again, and he'll say, "Believe it or not, this one's actually more attainable for Isla than you would think."
Then
Then
Eid.
No, I'm
Then
referring
Eid.
to the one that you crossed out with multiple check marks next to it.
I didn't put this. He grumbles somehow without a throat to allow for a throat grumbling.
And he'll clear his throat and say, "Well, Have you all come to a consensus then? Would you like to go to the center of town, or would you like to go to the camp?
Center of town where they all are.
I'll look around at all of you, just to make sure.
Robert will shake Nadar's boot to try to wake him up.
Hello.
Evening.
Um,
Morning, actually.
As everyone's talking, Enli has put a handful of like screws and bolts like near Robert, and then scuttled away.
What's going on? Those are my fucking screws!
Yeah, Robert, are those his fucking screws?
Robert won't turn his head. Instead, he'll grab his head and turn it physically.
Robert, it looks like you might have
It's still
one of those
unsettling.
screws.
Nadar, do you know why I don't eat your screws, and why you would know that I'm not eating them? And Robert's gonna pick up a screw. He's gonna open the front of his helm, and he's gonna just drop it in there, and he's the loud sort of
My fucking screw!
and then he
Metal pipe sound.
and then he's gonna open up part of his foot, and then like it'll dump out and clang
Oh, there it
onto the
is.
ground. Because they would have been coming out of my goddamn foot.
You could absorb. You could be absorbing them. I don't fucking know.
Are you making these screws with living beings?
Are you making them out of divine magic?
Yeah, if it's not one of those two things.
Listen, I don't fully understand what's going on with you yet.
Listen, all I'm saying is,
Don't laugh,
Nadar's
Troll
missing
Carl.
screws. Nadar's missing screws. Robert has screws. That's all I'm saying. We all know he's got a screw loose, but you know.
Says the pixie?
Fairy.
Yeah, I know you're gay, but like that's not what I was.
And Lee's jaw hits the floor.
Was that a secret or?
I'm not gay.
Isla will do like
You're
mouth like very surprised, like oh like looking at Robert and looking back at Enli.
We are the worst. The worst family figures.
And Lee actually goes, well, actually, I mean, I'm non-binary, so I guess all of my relationships are gay, but, like, if you mean that I like men, messy.
Yeah, as are most relations with anyone.
Yeah, no, because, I mean, you know, like, I'm kind of holding out for, like, Jonathan Bailey, you know, but that's for another time.
Motherfucker.
Is that like another fairy?
Yes. He's a very tall fairy.
Dust confirmed. Write it down.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not canonizing Sean.
He's already been canonized, you fuck.
Listen, he talks a lot about dancing through life.
I cannot believe this shit.
I just had to look up who Jonathan Bailey was.
The guy.
Like, is it some sort of reference I don't understand?
I cannot believe this. He won't. Okay. Takara will pinch the bridge of his nose and will say, well.
Now, you're regretting that we're like a main part of your plan?
He hesitates and then says, no.
We still get the job done.
I don't have room to regret. That is fine.
But if you had room, you would.
So
It's
the
the sound
tower,
of a
yes.
Drops like a
The tower.
spray.
I believe yes,
can.
the tower.
Well, that's our...
Very well. I did you all a service to look into it last night. I also woke you up a little bit early as to get a bit of a jump if there is any problems there.
Should they all still be resting? That might make this easier.
It is possible. It is possible
God.
they have all moved outward. I do not know.
Why didn't we do this at like midnight?
I don't know. But that is okay. All right. I'm going to attempt to teleport you 5 to a place I have literally never been. This
Let's
always
do it.
goes well.
All right, now roll on the
Yep.
teleport.
Wild magic table.
No, there is actually a teleport table.
Teleport has its own table for if you fuck it up.
How if we get sent to hell?
Getting sent to hell is not.
How the fuck did we end up in the 9 hells?
Getting sent to hell is not the worst thing that can happen here. The worst thing that can happen is
Being sent to Winky Country?
non-spawns inside the tower with their neck and face in the fucking stone wall.
Okay.
And
Nadar could fix that.
So, the center, the exact description was the tower at the center of town. He has never seen this place. This is based off of description only.
He's never seen it, but he's flown around the town?
Yeah, he's flown about, so perhaps viewed once is where he would land. Here we go. The only thing you don't... Okay, the one thing that you do not want is a 43 or lower. Oh.
You're kidding me.
How did I know? How did I know?
You're fucking... Hey, Dust, can I
You're
use my...
fucking you're
kidding.
joking.
Hey, Dust, can I use my inspiration on that?
No. No.
Can I use a bardic inspiration?
Absolutely not.
Not how that works either.
This is how... Okay, well, I have to roll another one, which... 61... That's actually really good. So... Every single one of you take 12 force damage, which is not a lot, considering...
That's most of my health.
12? Oh my god, it is. You are so weak. Why are you that weak? You're level 4. You guys are still level 4. I keep forgetting
We're still
that you're all
level
level
4.
4. You actually need to be...
That's more than my
120!
health.
No, 128!
It's like...
Hey,
It's like
yeah,
the video of,
Dust.
like, how many pickles can you shove? 9! 90!
What?
Dust immediately kills me outright, does 128 damage.
don't know what I'm doing.
Low on 15.
Yeah, hey, Dust, you know all the health cultists, you want to cut that in half, maybe?
Sorry, I was doing math. I was trying to determine... Oh, it's because your constitution is nothing. That's why you have so little HP, Emily. Okay, that makes sense.
Just roll higher on your HP level up.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
So, on a 61, you all are off target. So what begins to happen is the room around you, this box shape, begins to shift and form into what appears to be a tower, but it is almost like it is moving away without you standing, like without you moving at all. And then it gets really, really far away, and then everything goes black as your head is lodged into a wall, and you feel the world trying to correct itself, and the only way to do this is to move you as far and as fast as possible, and all of you are shunted out of this teleportation into a pile of snow.
We no-clipped.
Yeah, essentially. Imagine the Gmod thing where another object is phasing with another object and they start...
It vibrates violently and then
Yeah.
shoots an object out.
Oh, God.
Henley's knee is going the
wait.
wrong way.
Wait, oh,
Well, I
wait,
reckon that wasn't very quiet.
What was false... Why is there something that says false destination? Sorry, something happened.
I guess if someone were to, like, give
It's-
someone somewhere a place that doesn't exist.
Yeah, or like the wrong location on purpose. Like they've described something that isn't that. That's a false destination.
Got you. Well, that isn't what happened. You got similar area, I believe. No, you guys got off target. Yeah, okay, off target's good. Similar areas, bad. You guys got off target. You all are immediately shunted into the middle of a snow poff, a very large one. And as you lift your head to immediately look around, the tower isn't actually too far away. There is a house right in front of you. I don't actually have a map for this, but there is a house right in front of you. You're now in the front yard. There is a stone pathway right behind you, and you're looking at the tower, and there is something eerie going on, because you do not see anybody.
Note to self, ask the mage what could go wrong.
I imagine Enlil got out of that fine, and it's just Nadar landing on top of him that it hurt him.
Yeah, Emily's like clutching a very broken knee.
Oh fuck! I
He's
landed
like,
on your leg.
And that's so
Zach.
funny. Sorry. Oh, hey Zach. Thank you, Zach. Good title.
You missed the shenanigans.
Those are the first words that Zach ever said to me, by the way, which was good title. I'm not kidding you.
I'm gonna quickly cast Healing Word on Endless.
Oh,
Or not
absolutely.
Healing Word, Cure Wounds. But that's not great.
Nice.
6. I mean, it's half of the damage that they took.
Yeah.
And then I'm also gonna recast fucking defensive field.
Let me.
Emily's like,
There we
oh.
go.
Squishy bard.
They asked.
Very squishy bard.
Zach, they asked the wizard to teleport them. It didn't go well. But anyways, you all look
We
around.
almost died.
You all are on the outskirts of the center of town. You can see pathways going to and fro. There appear to be some carts. And roll a perception check if you would like to. Yeah, just roll perception. Not if you like to. Roll perception. Remember, Non, you get advantage because
You
of
have
your
no choice. You must roll.
silly thingy.
Let's go. I am killing it with the rolls today.
Nice. We love this.
I'm more concerned about Enlil's leg. Ah, shit. Motherfucker.
So-
God damn it.
Actually, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Dar, you are looking at Enli, trying to make sure that they are okay. Enli and Robert, you both are looking about the area, just gauging surroundings. Oh, did you want Isla to be with you? All of you. This is a question for all of you.
Always.
Yeah.
Okay, She will be upside down
Isla's
in the
gonna
snow.
take damage.
Yeah, Isla's taking damage too, then.
And she'll just be
She's
shaking
stronger
her.
than us.
She'll like that's actually Nadar. You walk up and like pull her out of the snow. She'll kind of like shake her head a bit, but
Oh, okay, you're fine. There's a like makeshift splint. Oh shit! Come here.
it was very cold in there.
Yeah, I bet.
But for Enli and Robert, you are looking around. You're put off. You don't hear anything, and on top of that, you don't see anything. But there appears to be some kind of struggle that happened out here at one point or another. There are some barricades. There is a cart that has been flipped over. There are notably, and this is the main thing you notice with the 16, scorch marks in on the ground, like patches of melted snow that is only now barely being snowed back over. But you don't see anybody here. For Non and Hemlock, you are looking around, you see the same things. That there are a few carts, giant carts that have these massive cages on the back of them. 1 or 2 of them have been flipped over. One of them is still standing, so 3 in total. 2 of them are flipped over. One of them is still upright. You can see people inside them. And they are sitting still.
Oh, they're dead.
Did we get the wrong spot?
I think we got the bad ending, y'all.
And you can see one one of the carts, one of the closer ones, the top has been, or I say the side, part of the cage has been broken inwards, as if like a really big fist punched it. And that one, upon closer inspection, does not seem to have anybody in it.
Hey, are those like supposed to be? Is that normal? Points to him.
Is what normal?
No,
that's... No, that's not.
I don't think so. None looks disturbed.
Pretty bad. Are we gonna do anything about that, or are we just sort of gonna leave that there?
I'm more concerned about the fact that there's absolutely no one out here.
We need to run east.
Maybe they already moved on?
Maybe Raph pulled them.
We need to run where Raph was last seen.
Alright.
Is there any
Enly
track
hobbles
that we have
up
to
on
follow?
a very broken leg.
Is there any tracks that we could follow?
Oh, that's the least funny number. One moment.
That's the second least funny number.
Second least funny number. Okay. One of you, odds or evens?
Odd.
Okay.
Odds.
Okay, 2 people said odds, 1 person said even, so we'll go with odds. Okay. Well,
That's an odd.
Hey, odd.
says
odd.
everything. That says everything I need to know. You all begin to sort of collect yourself, ready to hobble on to wherever you need to hobble on to. And then you hear the sound of a door opening. And you look to the center of the tower and you see one of those red cloaked figures walking out. They open the door very slowly. They peek out and around. They're going to roll a perception check to see if they see you. If you'd like to hide, you can. Otherwise, it'll just be...
Nadar dives back into the snowpot.
Absolutely.
Gonna hide. Guys, this is really scary.
Let's go! Double 14!
Robert is going to crumple into the snow like like the corpses around.
Absolutely.
That is the
Wow.
greatest disadvantage roll to ever have.
Yeah, we had great disadvantage rolls this time.
Their passive is a 12, so they do not beat it. I'm not gonna roll for Isla. She jumps back into the snow the same way that she was there before.
Well, I pull Isla in with me. Come on.
And also, yeah, 20. Very cool. And you will see, they will look around, and they'll see that nobody's there. They will walk out, they will close the door behind them, and they will walk up to the cage that has been busted open. They will look down, disappointed, and they will lift their head up and stand fully upright, and they will begin to walk over towards one of the cages that is upright. When that happens, you can see that the people in the cage will notice and will immediately start saying things, probably pleading for something. They will all back up to the other edge of the cage as the best that they can. And a conversation will start to break out between the people in the cage and the man outside. But everyone inside seems terrified. Do you guys do anything while this is happening, whether it be leaving or intervening? What is your plan?
How many of those guys are there?
Only one right now.
Okay.
Like the cultist?
How far away?
Probably about, I want to say 300 feet at this point.
Oh, okay.
Robert is going to, the moment this guy looks like he's going to attack these people or do anything to harm these people, Robert is prepping Compelled Duel.
What is the range on Compel Duel?
Oh god, yeah, I didn't even think about how far. 30 feet?
Yeah. You'll have
Times
to,
10.
You'll have to run up to him if you want to do that. Which,
Okay, I think Enli, seeing Robert kind of like getting ready to lurch forward, just kind of grabs him by the shoulder, and just goes like, "We're too far away, and it's probably not safe for us to try to get closer."
How far away is he, Dust?
300 feet.
300 feet.
300 feet? Shit!
Yeah.
Nadar peeks out of the snow. If they were going to kill them, they would have done it before they put them in the cages.
Yeah. Enli like leans in and goes like, "I'm the one who could get there the fastest, and I still don't think it's safe."
Because it's not.
Yeah, so I think we should come back when we have Raph.
We were closer, we could actually do something. By the time we get over there, he would have killed them all already.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Oh,
All right.
We turn and head towards Raph, I guess.
Okay. You all will begin to slink through the bushes and the snow, staying on the outskirts of the center of town until you can find a pathway that would lead eastward. You are a bit disoriented because you do not know which way you are facing from when you got teleported.
Robert's gonna hold his left right in like the L shape that you do. He's gonna be like, east is left.
Nadar just pinches his fucking nose to the best he can, seeing how he's a dragonborn. He's like, that's not how that works in the slightest, actually.
Robert was somehow
And then he looks up at the fucking sun and sees what direction east is.
It's the direction Robert was gonna go.
That's so funny.
Robert's facing the wrong way.
That's so silly.
Wrong equation, right answer, Robert.
And so, y'all will begin to move outward towards there. I want you all... You already succeeded a stealth check, but you are moving now. I want you to roll another stealth check for something else.
Okay, I can't wait to fail this one. Let's go. 11.
11's not bad.
Let's go 6.
6?
Hey, Baja, we
Certainly
both got
6.
19. That's a shame we had disadvantage.
where are we rolling? Are we
Stealth.
rolling?
I
another
got
stealth.
again.
deafened for a second. What are you guys rolling for?
Stealth.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I had rolled for stealth earlier.
Yeah, we're doing
Roll
it again.
Yeah.
God, no.
Another 20? Okay.
Wow, look
No,
at that.
18,
22.
22.
Most of you got
Thank
really
God you
good
guys-
rolls.
Thank God you guys got really high, because Robert didn't.
Yeah. I begin to move through the brush, and as you'll begin to approach, as you're moving through the outskirts of the center of town, you will approach another one of these cages. And specifically the one that had been tipped over with the hole punched into it. The roof is facing you at the moment, but as you go, you hear the sound of something clinking against metal. It is a very, very soft sound. And for those that look, you see a person sitting in that cage. There is they're wearing like a very deep, dark brown cloak. That is of a very similar color to the wood. And they are looking at you as you all are walking.
Did they say anything?
Are you looking at them?
Yeah, Robert is.
Wave.
Nadar looks at them.
Enli activates the Boots of Dire Circumstance and arrives at the cage at an alarming rate.
I
Wait,
guess
but
we're
the
going
person-
over here, and Nadar makes his way over to the cage.
I imagine you all are still
Emily gets
trying
there
to be...
3 times faster than anyone.
Y'all are trying
just
to
for
be
the
smooth.
fact of he wanted to go fast.
But, so he looked like as you guys were a bit further away, he was going to start, like, making a gesture of some kind, and then you all begin to approach. I will say this. You
And
don't...
Enlil arrives.
Well, I think Enlil's the only one that actually arrives as you start to move closer, and he puts both of his hands out in like a stop, like in a stopping motion. Enlil, I feel like you're going fast enough that this doesn't necessarily deter you.
Emily's also flying.
Yeah. So you get right up next to him, and he'll look at you, Enlil, and say, Are you crazy? What are you doing?
I'm here to save you. Ungrateful much?
Crazy? Yeah, kinda.
He'll look very panicked. And he'll
If
say,
you don't want to be saved, I can go.
He says, no, of course I want to be saved. I have that handled. I was making sure that you were gonna survive.
Oh, don't worry. I you know the guys that have you guys like captured? I marked like 2 of them like really fast yesterday.
He looks at you. Roll insight, Enlil.
My favorite skill. And my best.
Natural
Hey!
20.
For a 28 insight,
28.
it's crazy.
You'll look at his eyes.
I always get a nat 20.
His expression shifts to a neutral one. One with a neutral expression that manages to encompass several emotions at once. First of which is terror, at what you just said. Another one is something beyond disbelief. Not necessarily that he does not believe you, but because he factually knows that what you said is not true. And it isn't because you're lying. And with a nat 20, because I love extra little things, you are looking into his eyes, trying to understand what he means, and you see a reflection in them. You see yourself. Just narrow your eyes for a moment, you see the reflection of something above you. Quite a few 100 feet above you, possibly even 1,000 feet above you. Something flying overhead.
Oh, you mean that dragon?
He will nod very slowly.
Okay. Enlil slowly, casually turns to the group, does a thumbs up, thumbs up at the group, and then gestures up with the thumbs up.
Yeah, we see that he's... Oh!
And then takes the thumb, draws it across their throat.
Oh.
What?
Hey guys, I think there's a fucking dragon above us.
Are we surrounded
yeah.
by trees?
Robert's gonna look up.
Enlil throws like a minor illusion, like right next to him of like, I don't know, like a dog or something, like something the same size and shape of him, and just goes, okay, good intel, thanks for that. That definitely couldn't have gone at the beginning of the sentence or anything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna
His
go.
eye twitches as he's looking at you.
Yeah, Enlil goes, okay, I gotta go. And then
Nadar is
again, at an
slinking
alarming
back
rate,
underneath.
rejoins the group.
Nadar is slinking back, dragging Robert with him. Just come on, we're going this way now.
Robert hasn't stopped looking up.
That's why I'm dragging you back. Like, you're coming with me. And he just grabs you by whatever gap is between the breastplate and your helmet. And you're like, okay, come on. We're going
And-
this way now.
And for those
Yeah.
that do look up, while you do not see the full visage of a dragon flying overhead, you see a silhouette. something in the clouds flying from where you are currently heading towards the center of town.
Robert wants to cast Compelled Duel. He knows it.
Yeah, Enley rejoins the group as fast as possible. Oh,
So dragon, huh?
yeah. Yeah, it's bad. 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 Guys, it's very bad. We gotta go.
That would make sense for the crushed
It's really not worth it for us to be here. We get Raph, we leave.
Hemlock is already kind of scooting away.
Yeah,
Nadar is still dragging Robert with him, just towards the forest. Like, okay, here we go.
Yeah. Enley just starts like tossing minor illusions in the air of just like snow piles and regular woodland animals, just anything to make it look like any motion is just natural around them.
I like that.
And just starts creating like little rabbit tracks and stuff like that, just like anything to distract from like humanoids moving through the snow. And just books it to the nearest like tree line or some kind of cover.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Well, are we all hiding? I
Pink
forgot.
Panther.
Yeah, you all
Pink
were.
Panther theme goes.
Okay.
I just rolled a
Oh,
perception check.
Alright.
With disadvantage, actually, because of that little thing you did.
Ooh.
I didn't.
But-
Please.
No, I think you already rolled stealth. Yeah, you already rolled
We've
stealth
already
a minute
rolled
ago.
did I?
Yeah.
That's what the stealth roll we did earlier was for.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm good. I thought we were
Okay.
gonna re-roll again. I was nervous.
No.
We
And
sneaked
so-
through the tree line.
You all will begin to slink off with the help of some magic and just generally being stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
You all
Yeah,
and
and as
Ira-
we're moving,
Mhm.
Enley just goes like, "Yeah, that guy said that he had like an escape kind of covered, so we should just go."
Fair enough. I don't want to stay around if there's a dragon above us. So.
Mhm.
No, I think that's a little bit above our pay grade. Not that we're getting paid.
I'm getting paid.
You're getting paid?
Money's coming in for this? For you?
You guys,
Damn, Nadar's got a sugar daddy.
you guys have not been like taking the money off the dead bodies.
Oh, that's not getting paid. That's a bonus. That's a tax write-off.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's payment.
It's like tips. You don't tell the IRS.
They paid me to kill them.
Yeah, the irredeemable refuge of sorcerers. I've heard about them.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
hope
they
you guys
pay-
are aware Hemlock is gone.
I imagine heading towards
Hemlock.
the encampment.
While you guys were chatting it up, I'm done.
I just thought you guys were walking and talking.
We were walking and talking. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Hemlock-
No,
I've scuttled. I've
We can't
retreated.
multitask. Obviously, we can't walk and talk at the same time. We have to stop moving completely.
Yeah.
but
Enley's like darting back and forth, just like at rapid speed. Just okay, we gotta go.
as you all begin to move outwards towards the encampment, some of you a little bit further ahead, some of you a little bit further behind, you will also notice corpses, a few scorched bodies, some townsfolk, some notably also gray priests.
Okay.
Uh,
Worse somehow.
large swaths of ground that have been touched by flame, taking both groups indiscriminately. And after roughly an hour or two of slinking about, making sure that you all are safe from whatever lies above, it does forgot we were level 4. You all will make it to, I gotta make sure, the Grey Priest encampment. When you get a little bit closer, you can see that there is smoke rising above from the various tents. I'm putting you guys on the map right now.
Okay, there we are.
Emily and and Isla. I'll put Isla right there, and then I'll move her. And Robert.
Ooh, we got dead bodies.
You can see
Or
that
they're sleeping.
a couple of... Oh, no, they're not sleeping.
Don't move yet, shit.
You can see that a couple of the buildings have been scorched. Oh, sorry, let me... Just gonna... That one's on fire. This one's on fire.
I love your fire drawings.
This one's on fire.
Fire.
Okay, I'll
Fire.
roll. Which one?
The dark
Somebody
grabs
call
Robert again. No
911.
fire.
Shot his fire
this
burning
one.
on the dance
This
floor.
one's also on fire. Okay. You can't see the full fire because there's walls blocking the way, but you get it.
Idea. Robert,
It's all on fire.
where are you going?
But
Robert's preparing a battle technique.
you all
I'm
can
going this
see
way.
various buildings are on fire. Some of the trees have been fully knocked over. Nearby, there's just a plethora of smoke. And, oh, I guess for some reason they still have health, which sucks because I went through the process of giving them all the unconscious stat. Very, very, very quickly, these people are dead. With the people on the ground outside.
Oh.
Unless their
Emily,
tokens...
Emily.
Unless their tokens are sitting upright, they are dead.
Oh.
I would cast message, but I don't fucking have it, and I would yell at Emily.
Isla will send a message out and just be like, Henley, what's happening? And also send one to Robert, who is now out of sight.
They're dead.
Plus, can I put Hemlock in a corner in somewhere?
Why?
Just asking because I booked it. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you could be, like, somewhere on the map if you'd like.
Yeah, I didn't want to just go somewhere and then go, I'm over here.
Nadar has found a thing.
The door
Yeah.
has found
Emily's
the
like,
thing.
yeah, they're all dead. It's fine.
What happened?
I found a thing.
What did you find? I'm looking. Hold on. I'm looking.
Oh, wait, that's not fire. Never
Oh,
mind.
yeah,
Let's
you
find
did
the
in
building.
fact find a thing. So did Robert, it
I
seems.
found a thing.
Robert,
Oh.
really
Oh,
quickly, as... Okay, people are moving. Stop it.
Oh, sorry. I'll put it back. Hold
No,
on.
no, no, no,
Yeah,
you're
we're
fine.
like-
You're fine. I'll put you back here.
Why
Isla
there's so many bones
We'll be with you.
everywhere?
However,
That's at least a horse.
multiple things at once. Robert, you are walking past this tent, and you can hear chatting from behind the wall. If you'd like to listen, you can. Emily, you look and see that, what's it called? Roll a perception check, actually, while you're here.
Okay. Perception.
Yeah, Robert's gonna listen in.
I perceive.
Absolutely. With a 13, you look at these tents and you can see that some of them, like this one and this one, have been destroyed by the fire. This one seems to still be standing and is just lightly being peppered with flames and is gonna die out most likely pretty soon. Like the fire will, not the building. But a few of them are untouched, and you don't see Raph anywhere, which is a little concerning. If you... What is... Why is there a parcels... I don't know what that is. Hold on. Nadar, you can also move if you wanted to approach that thing that you saw. But
I'm
Robert,
going to...
you begin to listen
Oh, I see
in.
where Robert is now.
Yeah. You begin to listen in. You don't even need to press your ears against it. It's like cloth. And you will hear a voice you do not recognize say, I simply do not understand how something like this could have happened. We took many precautions to make sure of this, so I want you two to tell me why all of this has managed to go down. and one of them will say, well, first things first, we were attacked, as you can and you'll hear, no, really, I couldn't tell. The undead sitting in my quarters definitely doesn't, show me that fact.
Robert's gonna. You said this is cloth, right? So
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
cloth.
cloth, sort of like holding onto the floor like a tent.
Mm-hmm.
Robert's gonna take his head and like sort of like wedge it beneath the earth and try to like wedge it just underneath the cloth to try to get a view.
Okay, I think sleight of hand is what I need.
To wedge your head into this crevice?
Yeah,
So slide ahead.
sleight of hand.
I will like to use.
Go for it.
That's religion.
That's also religion.
Yeah, you also rolled religion.
Oh well, I guess let me roll the right one first. Shit. Okay, there's the correct one.
Okay. With 17, you will very gingerly lift up the cloth, not enough to be visible. And when you peer your head inside... Yeah, just do that.
Just gonna throw it.
You can see two initiates sitting on the other side of the room. A man wrapped around in a similar cloak, but also with several bandages covering what appears to be his entire body. Also his face. Like, you do not see space for him to see. Maybe a small sliver for his eye, but you cannot see his eye.
No. Oh no.
Hunter recognizes this enemy.
Oh no.
And they appear to be berating these two. And you do, of course, see Wrath, who appears to be either unconscious or dormant. They are restrained at the moment, wrapped up in several pieces of chain instead of rope. There are various bolts embedded into his skin and several slash marks across his body, though he appears to be a little unaffected. Cool thing about Revenants, they regen 10 hit points a turn, so he's chilling. But yeah. And I think as you do that and begin to listen in, I'll hop around a little bit to each of you. Really quick. Hemlock, what are you doing on the edge of the camp?
Oh man, I don't know.
You can
Observing?
get closer.
Oh, hold on, 1 second.
Okay. I'll pop around then to... All good. I'll pop around then to you, Enley, since you're here looking about. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Just kind of like looking around. Emily's just gonna fly up.
Okay.
And just like kind of scout around a little bit. He's like, I don't know, like 50 feet in the air, like a good way up.
You
just
are
circling.
You are out of view of the doorway, so you cannot see anything within the buildings. But doing like a quick search around of the area, you do not see anybody living outside. You do very clearly see the corpse pit. And you can also catch Nadar approaching it, Robert, a headless Robert on the ground outside.
Yeah,
as
just
well
like
as everyone else.
Huh?
It's probably around that moment where Robert.
Enley flies down, picks up Robert's head, flies back up to have the conversation.
Robert is gonna make some hand movements, and then realizing that this isn't just one of his pranks, he's gonna give me back my head. Now there are Raph is in there, captured, bound. There are 3 of them.
Yeah.
2 of the regular goons. 1 guy. No eyes, bandages all over his head. Inform the rest of the group meet by the corpse pit. We need to handle this, and we need to handle this fast.
You had me at fast. And he flies back down, gives Robert back his helmet, and just starts going around to the others,
Ugh.
informing them one by one.
And Robert's gonna put the head back in the spot until everyone else is back.
Gotcha.
What happened?
While all
I'll
that
go
was
now.
going on, I would like to investigate this tent that I'm next to as well.
Go for it. I will
So
go
I-
around to each of you and describe that in a second, Lizzie.
Okay.
But for Nadar, what are you trying to look at with this tent?
So it's a cloth tent, yeah.
Mhm.
I want to take one of Nadar's claws and put a small tear in it, just so I can see into the tent at first.
Yeah. And I will drag you inside. There does not appear to be anything in here at the moment.
Okay. I was just trying to see if there was people in there.
No, you do not see anybody after doing a quick slash through. But essentially, Lizzie, Robert found out where Raph was, and Enli was told by Robert to go tell everybody about that and to meet at the corpse pit, which I imagine they're about to do right now. But yeah, you don't see anybody inside this tent.
Timeline-wise, it will happen after everyone does all of their things, and then I
Yeah.
will fly up to them at rapid pace, whisper in their ear, and then go on to the next person.
Absolutely. In that case, Non, what are you doing?
I actually just want to keep a lookout if anything like comes back, or anything is like around, just to keep things like situated in case like something's approaching and I have to like tell everyone. Just keeping an eye, basically.
Got you. Go ahead and roll. I guess you should keep an eye. Roll perception with advantage because your wonderful little glasses.
Forgot about the glasses. Okay.
19. That's pretty good. You're looking about. You don't see anything approaching from the sky or the ground. You don't see any footsteps that appear to be leaving this way. You do see several bits of footprints, some fleeing, but none. You don't see anything that appears to be coming back. You can see the corpse pit in the distance. Additionally, in these tents to the right of you, you can hear some movement. And Isla will kind of look around, and will look up to you, Non, and in your mind will say, what happened here?
I honestly don't know. But either way, we're just gonna stick together, right?
Okay. And she'll look straight ahead and will be like, "Oh, isn't that our friend?" And you will look ahead, and you will also, because you have direct line of sight with him, see Raph bound in chains.
Oh, I forgot I could see that. It caught me off guard. To be like, oh. Yeah, I think we need to get closer over there, see if we can help him in any way.
Mhm.
I think the funny thing
Enli,
is,
I think
right
at
there,
this point,
Robert's
intercepts.
head, like they can see Robert's head just gleaming.
But yes, you begin to approach, and Enli will fly down from above.
Mhm.
Oh, hey.
Hey, so there's two cultists in that tent with Raph, and Enli points.
Yeah, I can see that.
And there's
I can see that
also-
in there.
Yeah, so Raph's in there bound, maybe dead, maybe, like unconscious. There's two cultists and some guy who looks like he's in charge with no eyes. So we need to get to the corpse pit, maybe go the other way around so you don't have to walk in front of the open door.
Speaking of which, Enli, can you make me a stealth check? Because you are in direct line of sight with one of the alive cultists.
Excellent.
Okay, you're fine.
So what actually happened?
Enley is going around explaining it, but to summarize, Robert found out where Raph was, as well as, what's it called? Robert talked to Enley and told Enley to go tell everyone to meet at the corpse pit so they could make a plan of action.
Okay. And we saw the shadow of the dragon, right?
This was a very long time ago. The dragon is not here.
Sorry.
You're okay. But Enley, Hemlock, as you're kind of walking about trying to investigate on your own, Enley will fly down to you.
Okay.
Hey, found Raph, cultists, some guy in charge of them with no eyes. We gotta go meet with Robert by the corpse pit. That's like over there
pit.
points. Yeah. We gotta be real sneaky like, but we should sneak around the outside of the camp.
Sounds suspiciously like somewhere I don't want to be, actually. Now that I think about it.
Isla gets in front of you. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, Emily starts flying over, catches a glimpse of them approaching the tent.
Yeah.
And just whispers to themselves, "Motherfucker, I told them to go around!"
Yeah, Isla steps in front of you and says, Enley said we should go around so we don't catch any attention.
Yeah, I'll go around.
Make a stealth check.
Line of sight!
That is not around.
Yeah, I meant like...
Do you want to use your inspiration?
You know what I still have? I still have that inspiration I was holding on for a while.
Okay, go for it.
Hell yeah.
Do I roll again?
Yeah, just roll again.
Or
yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
No. Oh, what?
It's only these two. One moment.
They are being berated.
What the?
Hey,
fuck?
Enley sees this. Can he toss a bardic inspiration?
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
Meets it beats it on Non's part because they needed to beat a DC, and they both rolled a 12. So there you have it. You will begin to slink by, and you will literally, Non, you will be right here, and you don't make eye contact. You are looking directly at them for a moment, and you realize that go around meant, this way, or the way that you came, and you'll, freeze, but before they can see you, you begin to move on, and Isla will fly directly upwards and just go over the tent.
Okay.
Yeah, Enley has a heart attack.
Either way, I would have had to make a stealth check anyways if I have to, go around them. I don't know.
You wouldn't.
They were going this way.
You wouldn't have. Trust.
Anyways. Meet up with the group.
Are you following Hemlock?
Also, Enley gestures to go to the other side of the corpse pit, so we're not talking next to a tent.
Well, I wasn't actively watching Fantasy Grounds. But about which way did? Oh yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I go around that
all
way.
the way over there now. I don't want to be next to. I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna be able to hear us. We're gonna be whispering. Stand over here.
I don't. Okay.
By the way, Dust.
The pit.
Hemlock.
While waiting on them to
let
get
Hemlock be
there,
edgy.
Robert was listening and trying to
Zephyr.
hear anything else that might be important.
Wonderful to see you. You were... Sorry. You were trying to listen on anything else they had to say? Was that what you said?
Yeah.
It was essentially a lot of beration, a lot of how could this have happened, what do you know, yada yada yada. The only major key pieces of information you really picked up on is that Raph attacked yesterday. And that Raph doesn't actually be of concern to them right now. And it's not just because he's wrapped in chains. You do hear mentions of a dragon here and there as well. But, yeah.
Okay, here's what I gathered. Raph did this all yesterday. They're not concerned about Raph, though. They're also concerned about the dragon, which means we need to in and out as fast as possible and focus on the guy with bandages.
Or we can just go, because I think Raph can handle himself.
Raph is covered in fucking chains. He's embedded into the ground.
Is Raph
They're likely to move him
necessary?
at some point.
He's
stronger than any of us. He should be
He's-
okay.
he's sort of necessary.
We did say
Listen,
we'd help
Raph-
protect him.
We did, but Raph is also stronger than any of us, and he's in chains. We don't know how many of them it took to take him down. We don't know if it was the big guy, or just a few cultists, or what.
Then
But
go.
if there's
I'll give it a look.
two alive, we should probably get out of here before more arrive.
What more? There was no one in the fucking city.
These guys come flying out of the woodwork. We don't know. And we saw one of the other cultists in the city. They could have just been
One.
inside.
We saw one cultist.
And they were different.
There's one, there's more.
Isla, who's sort of just standing there listening to you, will say, I actually don't think they quite care for each other that much. The cultists? Not the gray ones. I think that there is something going on there, but I don't think the red ones like them. And I don't think the gray ones like the red ones.
They're just working together temporarily, from what I understand so far.
Wait, earlier when we saw all the burned corpses, were there any of the red cultists in there, or just gray?
Just gray.
Okay, so probably the red cultists probably called down some kind of dragon, and they've been betrayed by the other cultists then.
Can you change your voice? Or get as close to it as something else?
Me? I mean, I'm pretty good at mimicry.
Do you think that if you went to the front and you yelled something like, Boss, the red one's finally betrayed us, something like that might give us the time to sneak in and get Raph?
I don't think it would fail miserably.
I mean, it's just cloth on that side. As long as maybe even Isla flies up top, just above the top of the tent, and the moment we see at least...
I do have one of the gray
bandage.
cultist cloaks.
That would do wonders. If Isla could fly up and mind message us if we see them step out, that'll give us the time to open the back of that cloak, get through those chains, and get Raph out.
Okay.
Where-
Enli...
Where was this one in the bandages?
Also in that tent.
Yeah, but like where in the tent?
Our side, this side.
Like closest to the pit.
The fire pit, yeah.
Okay.
There's a fire pit in there, closer to the
But
middle.
like,
The
but like
corpse.
here, over here, like here.
Yeah, around there, probably about 5 to 10 meters in.
Okay. If he doesn't come out, I plan on ripping through the tent and punching him in the head.
I was planning on using a command to make him shit himself.
Wait, what?
I cast command. Okay, what's your command word? Shit.
Shit! I've done that before.
That caught me so
Power
off
word, shit
guard.
yourself.
That genuinely caught me so off guard.
I mean,
It
I
happened
guess
in our home game, didn't it, Dust?
It did.
I remember that.
It did.
if that if that doesn't work, then can I punch him in the head?
Yeah!
We can do both.
Okay, let's go.
Enli changes into the gray cultist cloak
Absolutely.
And flies over here, like right over this barrier here. And then like as soon as he's within like line of sight of the door,
Mhm.
just hollers like, "Boss, I need help. It was the fucking red ones."
Red ones. I want you to roll performance. Yeah, I want you to roll performance. I want to say with disadvantage based off of what you said, but this is not to succeed in getting them to come out, and more to succeed to convince them that you are who you say you are.
Can it be flat because I'm wearing the right cloak?
That's
I can't see you.
No, one of them can.
I'm within line of sight.
Oh, one of them can't
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Yeah, one of them can see.
I don't know. I'm behind
No,
the tent.
you know what? I think that's fair. I think we'll have it flat because they cancel each other out. I think that's perfectly fair.
Ida,
Excellent.
Fly up. We'll need to be.
Good thing I can't roll below a 10.
You also have inspiration still. And also, this
you
is
got a
performance,
16.
not persuasion. You can
Oh,
roll
performance.
lower.
I thought it was just any.
No, it's persuasion and
Yeah,
deception.
I'll do my inspiration. It's important enough.
I'm gonna have her be above everything, but she's just.
Oh,
gonna
that
be
didn't-
here.
That didn't go through, but I did get a 13 on the die, so it'd be a 19. Unless you want me to roll it again.
If it
Roll
didn't go
the-
through, it
yeah.
means you didn't do it right.
Yeah, roll.
It
the
was
chat.
there. Ugh, I literally released it in the chat, and I was like, no.
Well, there you go. You got that.
Oh, that's actually better.
Yeah, there you go. 20. Isla will be flying overhead, but she will make sure she's not dumb. She's gonna hide, like, above and behind this to make sure she's okay. He'll say that...
Yeah, Enlil leans on his actually injured leg.
Of course. All of you will hear a little bit of shuffling and movement from inside. And this one will walk right here. And these two will
Nadar
walk.
just looks up at Isla waiting for the message.
It'd be so funny if she gave a physical signal instead of being clear. And
I said mental message.
Yeah. And yeah, no, I know. I was thinking about how silly it would be. She is gonna give it at the right time, but we're gonna have this play out first. He will walk out. He'll duck his head over, and he'll look in your direction. And then there will be a still quietness in the air, and he'll say, "This is not a betrayal. This is what we were aware could have happened. And please tell me you have not forgotten the names of our collaborators. We are already in enough trouble as is. We do not need more struggle."
Enlil just like does his best to like look sheepish and just goes, "Look, I'm sorry. I'm hurt. I was in a rush."
I'll look at you. Well, you don't know if they're looking at you. They're facing your direction.
Mm-hmm.
Our campsite is scorched. Our members are dead. Why are you coming here? Where have you come from?
He'll answer the first question. He'll just go, "I'm hurt and I needed some help. My leg, I broke it."
Roll me a deception check. This one is, you can only roll a 10 or lower.
Deception. +8, you guys.
That's a nat 1, which is automatically an
Oh.
18.
It's an 18. You can't roll lower than a 10.
Yeah, that's an 18. That's still an 18.
It's an 18, you guys.
Holy
is-
shit.
Guys, this is the end. We were gonna die now. I fear.
Listen, you guys. Listen, you guys. This is your liar right here. This is your talker.
there is a quietness for a moment. You see, these two initiates are looking at you a little suspiciously, and this masked one will say, "You are foolish. You ran off during the attack instead of staying and defending as instructed, and now you come here for assistance. I should excommunicate you right now. But, fortunately for you, I have already run rather low on volunteers." He will say as he reaches down and lifts a lifeless arm and lets it drop to the floor limply. He will say, "Now, get inside. We have work to do." And there, while all of that was happening, you will get a message from when that initially started. All of you will receive something in your mind. Isla will say, "All right, they're outside of the tent. They're talking. Hurry."
All right, Nadar flips a claw and slices a hole into the tent.
Absolutely. And go through the front, and then I could just say that you went through the hole. You'll slice through. Are you guys staying outside, Non and Hemlock?
I don't remember if I was given direction, but if I wasn't, I'm staying outside.
Okay. That's okay. There's a hole. You can enter at any time, but, you know, if you want to stay outside, that's
I peek
okay.
in the hole.
I will also pick an hole.
Well, I can't have you... I have to put you inside for you to see what's in there.
Oh,
Just stick my head in there. I wish to have a little glance within.
This is what it looks like.
Ah, looks a bit bad, doesn't it? Looks a bit nasty in there, huh?
Let me give you a glance.
My God.
And you two, Hunter, Nadar, and Robert will slice through. I want you to roll stealth for me.
This is the group.
Can it be at advantage because they're distracted?
I'm debating whether or not I want this to be at advantage or for their perception to be at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Actually, Dust, I have a new plan when you're free. Sorry.
Okay. I will have your guys' rolls be at advantage, so it will be standard.
So click advantage,
Yes, and then roll
I
it, and it should cancel it out automatically.
Yeah, there it is. Oh God,
That's a 4.
are we all rolling?
17. No, this is just for those two.
the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Nadar got caught on the flap. Fuck.
Let me.
Has to cut a bigger hole.
Okay. Okay. Doing math in my head. 18, 21. Okay. You rolled higher, technically. I like doing group stealth that way. It's very shitty when everyone rolls really good and then one person rolls bad and then all of a sudden they all lose.
That's very close though.
Oh yeah. You will cut it and begin to make your way inside. Robert, despite the clinking armor, is perfect for this because his feet, which would normally crunch with whatever is beneath them, is stepping on pelts and cloth, making you rather quiet as you begin to move through this space. Nadar, as you kind of push through, you trip a little bit and accidentally connect your foot with a box. And as these two begin to turn around is when the eyeless one will step forward. And so they will immediately shift their glance back over here.
Alright, then we make our way over to Raph.
Absolutely. As you get to Raph, what was that thing you wanted to tell me about, Lizzie?
Can I turn into a rat?
Yeah.
So real.
Hell yeah.
Mark off one of my wild shapes, and I want to observe.
Are you just
I
observing?
don't know, where's somewhere reasonable? I go through the hole and observe inside?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
It's also quite a bit easier to hide in here, so.
Nah, I'm
That's
just
perfect.
gonna hide maybe actually behind this. You know, it's a good behind that little box. I'm just gonna
Zooming in on tiny Hemlock that is definitely a rat.
This rat
Rat-
looks so
rat lock.
bad, by the way. This is the scrungliest, nastiest rat you've ever seen.
Just absolutely disgusting looking.
Awful.
Oh yeah, greasy spine poking out through the not like poking out, but like visible
One
like
eye.
fur.
Yeah, very,
Oh.
very starved.
Teeth
Um,
everywhere.
Has mange.
Yeah, yeah. It's shivering, kind of oddly.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What is this here?
what are you pointing at?
This
Uh,
this
oh, that is, I forget what they're called. A barricade, basically.
Spike hole.
Yeah.
Am I able to like hide behind one?
Yeah, you can hide. You could just, like, kind of shift yourself,
Yeah.
like, right here.
I just want to like keep a watch, like in case they, you know, in case something happens, and I can just like sneak.
Sure. So, Robert and Nadar, you two will get in here. You see Raph, you can't tell what's going on with him. He's looking straight forward. His eyes are open, but he is expressionless and completely still. He's not breathing because he's dead. He is he does not look to you when you enter the room. You think he's out of it in one way or another. But yeah.
Okay.
Robert's gonna start like trying to unbind the chains as quietly as he can.
I'm assuming, are there like locks on these chains, or is he just wrapped in them and then they're like pinned to the ground?
That's actually a really good question. I think I do unfortunately think he's just wrapped in them.
Okay. And then they're like staked into the ground, basically.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay. Yeah, Robert, grab that one and just pull.
Yeah. Robert does so.
Make an athletics check.
The two strongest
Yeah.
guys just get ready and go.
Yeah,
I got a 16.
that's a good one. And a 14.
I got a 14.
Yeah, both of those are perfectly fine. You will sort of bend down and immediately start pulling these stakes out. Nadar, with the first one, it takes a little bit of effort, but you're able to pop it out. And you're able to sort of move it a little bit to the side, make sure there's not too much noise. Robert, you see as the first stake comes out, Raph begins to blink a couple times, and he begins to look around with just his eyes. Robert, you begin to pull this one out. Can you make a sleight of hand for me, Robert, as you do this?
Yeah, and while he does that, Robert.
Oh, you died.
Yeah, and while he does that, Robert's gonna like whisper under his breath, "Quiet, we owe you this for Sakrillis." Shh.
Mm-hmm.
And then sleight of hand, please.
That's
Oh
very
my
good.
god.
You pull it out.
We said we'd be here.
Yeah. You begin to pull out, and it doesn't have as much... it's not coming out as easy as you wanted it to. And so you give it a little bit more heft, and it's a little bit too much. And you pull backwards, and the chains begin to look like they're about to clink together. And you reach forward and grab the end of the chain that's about to touch other parts and hold it completely still for a moment. And there's a moment where both of you are frozen, but no sound is made.
Nadar stares into Robert's non-existent eyes. Oh. Back to unwrapping Raph.
Mm-hmm. And you will do so, and you will very gingerly set everything down. As you do that, Raph will stand up, and he will look ahead, and he will take a step in this direction.
All right, so we're doing this.
Well, do you stop him? You can fully try and stop him.
Yeah. Like Robert's gonna put his hand on, and he's just gonna like whisper into his ear, reassess, reconvene one more time later.
As soon as they get back in here, they're going to know we were here. There's a hole in the fucking tent.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Roll a persuasion check, Robert.
Please.
See how persuasive
please,
Robert is today.
Please. I want to pass this check.
14.
Ooh.
He will look at you as you say this. He will look back out. And he will whisper very quietly in a very raspy tone.
Oh, fuck, he could speak.
Yeah, he's spoken before. He just doesn't do it very often.
I'm gonna say, I'm pretty sure he spoke through Isla last time.
Yeah, he was speaking through Isla.
Oh, he was speaking through Isla. You're 100% correct. In that case, he's going to look at you. He's going to look back at these two, and also at the third outside.
I know how bad wanting revenge is. I almost crawled into a dragon's throat just to try to kill it. Reassess. Reconvene. You'll get your chance.
He will seem extremely hesitant. He doesn't have a look of worry, concern, or even somberness on his face. He just looks angry.
Trying to persuade a Revenant not to kill people. I don't know what we're doing.
The best thing we can. Come on. Peace.
And he will... He does not turn around and follow you, but he stops taking a step forward, and as you begin to pull him, he just kind of lets you move him.
Get him.
Okay,
get him.
Nadar is the last one out.
That's so funny that we have to track you through the door.
Quickly before they come back in, he puts his hand up to the tent wall, and I'm gonna cast Mending.
That's such a good
Oh,
idea.
fuck yeah.
What?
Fuck yeah.
You can leave. Yeah.
You gotta walk around. You gotta walk around. There's no real hole.
You're a rat. You could literally just crawl underneath the tarp.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
I'm sure.
You know what? You're right about that. Can I stick around for a little bit to see if I can hear any juicy goss?
Sure.
We are leaving.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll follow you guys in a little bit. I just
So
wanna see if maybe-
Robert's gonna like kind of get here to where Enley can see, and he's just gonna put up 2 thumbs up, turn around with Rav, and just start booking it.
I'm
Raph?
assuming right as we step out, I can start hearing them come back in. So it's a very hurried Mending as he runs his finger across it, and then grabs Raph by the arms, like, "Come on, we need to go. They're gonna know."
Raph, something notable, is making a point to not look at him or the pit.
Okay.
And is literally just staring straight at the back of Robert's head
Yeah, let's go.
as you begin to move.
I tap Nan on the shoulder. We need to go now.
Okay.
And from Isla, Enley, you will hear, I think they got Raph. I don't know how you plan to leave, but do it.
Yeah, Emily thinks back to her and just goes, "It's okay. You should go follow them. I can move very fast. I'll be there soon."
Okay, I will do so. And you will see, and only you, because they're facing the other way, you will see Isla fly above and outward in this direction. And for purposes, I will say that you guys are, like, moving away, but we're going to stay here a little bit longer as people are still here.
Of course.
We want to see the tea.
Yeah.
And so the Eyeless One will turn towards the tent and will begin to walk into it after his
I
last
don't like that token. That scares me.
statement. And as he gets to about here and sees that Raph is not there, he will immediately begin to rush inside the initiates will kind of look left and right, like very confused, and they will glance inside as well.
As the
And
final zipping, the very quiet zipping of the tent walls sealing shut.
Yeah, Enly is gonna the second that they start like looking away, Enly is gonna fly straight like down this way,
Okay.
at max speed until
I-
they're out of sight.
I want you to roll a stealth check.
And yeah, well, I mean, honestly, he actually wants them to see him flee.
Given the fact that these people have the ability to paralyze you, I promise you don't want them to see you.
Fine, fair enough.
It's a very good stealth check. I will roll perception checks for all 3 of them. That's for these 2. 16. Well, certainly not enough. They would have had to get a nat 20. No? Okay.
let's hear
The guy without eyes didn't see him leave. That's crazy.
I know, right?
Let's hear what Lizzie fucking hears as he fucking books it.
Yeah, Enly just flies straight down this way, and then as soon as they're out of sight, back towards the group.
Imagine
Using the boots of dire circumstance.
Imagine that guy succeeds. He'd be like, he hears the faint sound of pixie dust.
I mean, I know what this guy can do, and I'm scared of him.
Here's the Tinkerbell sound.
Yeah. And Hemlock, you will hear one of the initiates from outside go, "Where did they... What?" And they'll rush inside, and the eyeless one is like bending down, like sort of something bizarre, Hemlock. Though they rushed inside, they had a stride of purpose, not one of what's it called? Like panic. And they will bend down, begin to turn things over. They'll see some remnants of, people being here, the chains on the ground. They will upright themselves. Can you make a stealth check for me, Hemlock?
Oh, sure.
As a rat. Let me
Rat stealth.
just roll a d20 and I will add whatever I need.
You're gonna look up rat stats.
Do I maybe get an advantage because I'm a rat?
No.
And small?
No.
Okay. Alright.
No.
I fear this is it.
4.
Oh god. There's a fucking rat!
Oh no, guys, a rat. What do we do?
I ball the rat.
Let me roll
I didn't ask how big the rat is. I said I cast fireball.
what I did last time. Sorry, that's so funny. These 2 will
Give a
notice
side
the
check
rat.
real quick for me.
These 2 will notice the rat,
A rat?
and they will not care because it's a fucking rat. This one will.
I'm gonna chew on some of the floor.
This one will
Make it authentic.
upright itself,
Nom nom nom.
and they will
A
say.
rat eating noise.
They will say, "Huh. Pride." And they will turn.
The damsel in distress.
They'll turn and they will face you and stare directly at you.
They stare at the rat.
And they will say, again, "Pride. That is your greatest sin. Or simply, lying is better. Do not fret. I'm not going to kill you. Even if I wanted to, you could easily get away in your current state. But understand me when I tell you this, that undead will not stop my gaze from reaching you. And I will see you soon."
I'm gonna continue to nibble on some of the furs on the
You
floor.
just gotta keep playing it up as a rat. You try to gaslight the man.
Hold on a second.
Yeah,
I'm
just a
gonna
little
put I'm gonna put in the side chat what they look like talking to the rat.
Yeah, really scary though. This guy's freaky. I'm gonna,
He's Squidward for real.
I know what this guy's capable of. I'm scared of him.
Oh my god.
It's okay. It's either that or they're doing like the really deadpan like blank
This
stare.
is the other guys.
Now, I want to put this perspective forward.
Mhm.
What if that was just a random rat and wasn't Hemlock?
It's almost like they
Anything has
have
happened
waves.
to us.
Huh?
That's kind
What
of
do you
what I'm
say?
trying to do is
Still been
make this
edgy
guy
toward the
really
real rat?
hilarious.
Yeah, this guy just looks at any random rat. Pride.
I know what you are.
It's
It's
almost
your
like
brains.
they have ways to determine whether or not this is a real rat.
I mean, I know that. But it's just funny.
To imagine this guy
And-
walking through New York City, just fucking
Gus-
strutting about.
Gus, don't
looking
worry.
at a
I'm
rat.
well aware he probably knew we were there the entire time.
And do you try and leave, or do you just stay there and pretend to be a rat?
Oh, the way you say that makes me feel like he's gonna grab me if I try and leave.
I'm if that's the interpretation of what you think I said.
Just
Well,
slip
what I think
underneath
would
the
be-
tent. You're a rat.
Huh?
cool and fun. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna stand there, turn my little rat head to look at him fully, slowly lift a little rat arm and point directly at him for a good 1 to 2 seconds, and then run under the tent and disappear.
So when you don't immediately leave, he will say, "Very well. A gift to take to your comrades. Something to
Oh?
remind them of."
Oh. Oh.
It's your body.
Oh.
Oh,
Brother!
wonderful.
Oh, you're saved.
You saved. You feel as
Capital.
Let me
as
go! Let me go!
as you point at him. Stop moving. As you point at him, and
The real rat is
he
freaking out.
looks at you, you feel a darkness begin to come over your eyes. People often think that when one is blind that they see blackness or perhaps white or something similar. You eyes begin to fill with nothing. The concept of
God.
nothing. It is not black, it is not dark, it is as if everything around you has become entirely transparent, including yourself. And you immediately shake your head, and I'm assuming you're running away. Is that what you're doing?
Assuming I'm what myself away?
Running away?
Fleeing.
Yes, I'm leaving.
And I have to drag you through the front, but you go through the hole in the wall, and you begin to shake as this feeling of ethereal blindness does not wash over you.
Emily grabs the rat, flies.
Yeah.
No, we're long gone at this point. We're gone. Rat better catch the fuck up.
You can see the rat.
This rat-
It's okay.
Wait, you didn't see me turn into the rat. I'm just a rat.
Yeah, you just see a rat and you're like,
I
grab.
just snatched a rat. I said, "Ooh,
God's
snack
worst
time!"
looking
You
rat.
said, "Ooh,
roll on
snackies."
random rat table.
Snackies?
Roll on the rat table.
That thing's gotta be Hemlock.
Why aren't you rolling on the rat
You
table?
know, guys, at least
I got a
it's
6 on the
hungry.
rat
At
table.
least it's hungry.
At least it's hungry.
He's gonna fucking take a bite of the rat. It does
Mhm.
1 HP and it turns into a full-sized Hemlock in the sky.
Gets crushed by Hemlock. You go, yummy.
And all of you will flee. And as you all are bounding in the distance, eventually, Raph, as he's sort of running alongside you in a very unnatural way, he's taking less steps than you and is more bounding than anything. Every now and again, he will turn around to look at the encampment and will look back with a very angry expression on his face. And Isla will say, I'm very glad you saved me. but I'm very angry.
We understand that, Raph.
I
However, that man probably could have killed us all.
I completely, better than most people, Raph. I understand that. If the next time I saw Teravec, I'm still not entirely, that I wouldn't try to throw myself at him, at any wound, to try to kill him. That rage will be with you. That rage will stay with you, but you can use it smart, like a blade, precision.
We're gonna turn Raph into a barbarian.
You can take that precision and you can cut, and you can cut, and you can cut until the moment where they cannot walk anymore. You hit the parts where it will matter the most of your, and you will run them ragged and you will run them like how they made you feel. And until then, dying alone in a fucking tent is not the strategy.
There will be a moment of silence. You'll hear Isla say, "It is true, I believe your words are wise, but..." And this does have a bit of more of a solemn tone to it, far less anger in his voice, implying he either doesn't fully mean what he's saying, or he has ideas in his head that he simply cannot get rid of. And he says, "I ask in the future that you let me do what must be done."
Hold you guys.
In the future, we will. But for now, we need more information.
For now, I am thankful.
You'll have your chance again.
And I will not pass it up. Isla says very happily.
So freaking in your
But the
eyes
next
saying-
time you have your chance, you'll actually have help.
This is true. And you all will begin to make your way back to, I imagine, the tavern. I imagine that's where you're going. To regroup, unless you have something else in mind.
Let's go to Dacia.
I was gonna say, I'm not feeling
just leave this
particularly like going to the to the town again.
Not going back to the town where the fucking dragon is. Now I'm good.
No, I think honestly we just flee straight in whatever direction we happen to be running and wait for Troll Carl.
Operation Free Wrath was a success.
Yeah. And Enley just goes, "This is why we don't save people."
Shut up, Enley.
I am a rat.
The rat.
I squish the rat. The rat is Hemlock again.
Can I speak?
Yeah, you can speak now.
Actually?
As a rat.
As a rat, no. If you want to become
Rat?
non-rat, you can.
Oh, who's holding me still?
Enley.
Enley.
I'm gonna tap Enley rapidly on the arm to let him know my time is approaching and I'm going to be a large man again. My little rat hand is gonna go.
Weird. My snack is smacking me.
Tap it out in Morse code. Let me go.
Are you currently flying?
I take my little rat hand and I start miming holding a small object and then holding a big object.
Enley brings Ratlock, if you will, to his mouth.
And then it turns into Hemlock.
Hey, Hemlock, odds or evens?
Wild shape.
Even. Bringing me to your mouth?
yes.
Hemlock will immediately unrat as you are holding him to your mouth.
I just hear a little...
Enley is like 20
about
feet in
to
the
kiss.
air, about to eat a rat, and then just oh fuck!
So did you want a kiss or what? Shit!
Okay, you said you were 20 feet in the air?
20 feet in the air.
No.
Oh, damn it!
Oh,
That's not that much.
It's not that
I
much.
fall right on my skull.
Ooh!
Ooh,
Looks like it fucking hurt.
Ouchie.
Oh, goddamn.
ooh, your snack was hemlock.
Oh, that's not very
Ugh,
good.
That would have been gross.
Are you okay? Are you both okay?
I'm fine. I'm just a little hungry.
I'll make you. We'll try and heat up something when we get to the tavern.
It's okay. Like I for real eat a bite of jerky.
Yerky.
Yerky. I eat
I'm
a bite
gonna-
of yerky.
Like,
Robert is
Hemlock is.
as
Robert
we're
is,
fleeing, I put a hand. I hand Hemlock what is a tiny little creature, and it just scuttles across their body, fixing their wounds, and that's me casting Cure Wounds.
Hemlock
Oh, look,
is-
you're
is
fine.
Laying in the snow like a Gmod ragdoll.
Robert is actually really sad that rat ended up being hemlock, because before Enley was gonna eat it, he was gonna drain it of its life so that he today. Now he realizes he has to go actually hunting today because they didn't get in any fights.
You all will begin to move through the snowy woods, making your way as far away from the encampment as possible. And do you just find a place to set up for the day?
Yeah, we don't really want to go back to the place, do we?
Yeah.
We want to make sure we're
Emily-
not followed first.
Yeah, Emily does spend a good amount of time covering their tracks.
Sure. I think
I think Emily's literally just flying over the tracks, beating their wings really hard.
Yeah.
To like
And then-
move the snow.
I'm gonna make a reference. Are you doing that thing? Because I saw a movie a bit ago, Mufasa, where they were just throwing snow onto the tracks.
A little bit, but like literally he's just beating like because I think I unlocked that ability to like use the wings for like an attack
Yeah,
to like push stuff.
I think
So Emily's just doing that on the snow to like make it look freshly fallen.
And yeah, I think there's like a straight 10 minutes of running, and then after that, it's pretty much like, I honestly want to say before you find a place to properly set up and before you feel a little safe, maybe like 2 hours of walking.
Oh god.
And you all will find a place where there is a bit of a canopy, the trees aren't as dead, you don't see any telltale signs of dragons nearby. It's only been like maybe 4 hours since you left the tavern, but you're already quite tired. And you all find a place to set up shop, at least for a little bit. But yeah, I think there is where we're actually going to end the session for today.
Hey, Alice, I want to ask you some real questions.
Yeah.
Start with, did it go anything like you thought it would?
Yeah, actually. I did think you were going to fight
We'll
them.
do better.
I did think you were going to fight them.
That was our secondary plan if we got caught.
Yeah.
And
I
Robert
was
was going to start
Level up.
fighing. I was going to free Wrath, and then we were just going to fight them.
Mhm.
But we level up anyway.
Yes, you do, but I want to give you a moment. What was it? I was fully ready for you guys to fight, and that the Wrath persuasion check was actually a failure, and I was going to have him initiate a fight, but what you said afterwards was a bit too good for me to not reward.
to basically just say, go fuck yourself and do it anyway.
Yeah. I didn't expect you guys to try to go to the tower first, but I do have maps prepared for that, so.
Damn, I was hoping you
We
would.
certainly tried.
Yeah. Yeah, I have
Very successful in that regard.
more things prepared. You guys will level up at the end of the session.
Let's go!
Yeah!
Because if you guys do end up staying in the village, or going wherever you need to go next, level 4 is a bit too low to face whatever the hell that's gonna be. I need the people that have extra attack to have extra attack, or I will fucking lose my mind.
Yeah, me and Bahan, you know.
I get some extra spells too.
I don't think I get.
You do. You have the same.
Oh,
You have the same thing as Robert, because Paladin.
Oh,
and
let's go.
them are fifth casters.
Half casters.
Yeah, so now you have
Yeah,
level 2
half-
spells.
I really
I get
need
level
this.
3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fireball.
fuck. I was. Oh, I had
Oh,
no
I
use
wish
for my
I could
spells.
get fireball.
It's all right. Hemlock can get fireball.
You know what, guys?
So-
You know what? You know what? By the end of the day, this session was worth command shitting for.
I'm mad. I really wanted to get like a nice like AoE damage spell, but there's just no damage spells for third level
Yeah.
bard.
Dust, I have a strange question just because it's been so long.
Yeah.
Me forgetting.
Yeah.
Do you have to like update us?
I do.
Or, like,
Which I will do
Okay.
very quickly in a moment here.
Okay.
It'll take no time at all, I promise you.
I can't even change my spells until we have a long rest. So
Yeah.
I get whole person and Misty Step for free.
What's it called? Nadar, when you level up, I believe you do get, like, because you're getting second level spells, you do get to add a spell. Yeah, you get to add a spell if you want to do that. But yeah. What's it called? I had a thought and it fully left my fucking cranium.
Right. Gosh, should I do mass healing word or fear?
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Enli, a very good offensive third level spell for bards is antagonize or enemies abound.
Enemies abound.
Enemies abound is a real spell. I don't think antagonize will show up. I could be wrong though. Yeah, it won't.
Oh, that's probably why it's not showing up. 'Cause I'm not
Intelligence.
looking at third level spells.
Enemies.
We should
So,
probably end the stream at one point.
huh?
We should probably end the stream if it's just gonna be us talking about our level ups.
It's very true.
They can't.
Intelligence saving throw.
Let me go ahead and see who I can raid. 1 moment.
Guard everyone as enemies.
I
Eh.
And-
I need to talk to you about the archetypes.
Yeah.
So I got
I
level
will-
3 ranger.
oh, that's.
I will go over that with you in a moment. But yeah, that will
Yeah, take it.
that will be the end for now. Thank you guys for playing. Thank everybody.